Hello everyone, it's Maki. Today, I'm going to take a look at the new Metal Robot Spirits item. But first, I need to share an important warning. This Mobile Suit discussion contains major spoilers for I Am Brought It Oppon's Urdr-Hunt. It also includes key information that has just been revealed. If you want to watch the movie without knowing anything beforehand, you might want to skip this episode. We will be touching on extremely important new facts. Are you ready? If you don't mind, please consider supporting my channel by becoming a member. For 99 cents per month, you receive a name badge and a comment badge. Alright, then let's begin the analysis. The new item is the Gundam Marchosias. It is one of the Gundam frames that appears in Urdr-Hunt's story. The main character Urdr pilots a Gundam called Urdr-Hunt. However, the word Marchosias appears on the cockpit monitor during the story. Additionally, an anomaly occurs in the mobile armor that appears in that scene. Similar to a person suddenly remembering the past, memory footage is projected. The Gundam shown in the memory was Marchosias. Urdr-Hunt is not yet complete. Based on the events I just described, one could assume that the true identity of the Gundam Urdr-Hunt is Marchosias. However, the idea that Marchosias was modified to create Urdr-Hunt has not yet been mentioned in the story. Why did Gundam Urdr-Hunt exist on Venus? What is the true purpose of the Urdr-Hunt data gathering race? Most of the data on Gundam Marchosias from the Calamity War era has been lost. Will the time come when these mysteries are revealed? Now, let's discuss the new Metal Robot Spirits release. Let's take a look at the newly revealed information. This Metal Robot Spirits figure comes with a cloak bearing the Backrosm family emblem. This detail was not present in previous visuals or reference materials. Gundam Marchosias also appears in the game. However, the red cloak that appears in the animated scenes does not have an emblem. It is unclear whether this was done to streamline production, or if there is a story reason for a cloak without an emblem. Thanks to Metal Robot Spirits, we now know that the Backrosm family owns the Gundam frame Gundam Marchosias. The Backrosm family is one of the 7 stars of Cal-re-A. They are descendants of the heroes who saved humanity from the Calamity War and are part of Cal-re-A's highest decision-making body. Members of the Backrosm family appeared in the TV anime, but they did not stand out much. At that point in the story, Nemo Backrosm was the head of the family. At the climax of the story, Maki attempts to start a revolution. This caused conflict within Cal-re-A. Nemo Backrosm declares neutrality, stating that he will not support either side. Based on that scene alone, Nemo seems to prioritize self-preservation and cling to the safest option. In the story, soldiers who support Maki mockingly refer to the elders. However, the fact that the Backrosm family owns the Gundam Marchosias may change that impression. Now, let's take a look at the scene in which Gundam Cal-re-A first appears in the TV anime series. It takes place in a hangar where the Gundams of the 7 stars are stored. If you look closely, you will notice that the hangar bearing the Backrosm family emblem is open. Compare it with the door of the neighboring hangar. You can clearly see that its door is open, too. The hangar on the opposite side is also open. That hangar belongs to the Balduin family and is where Gundam Chimaris was kept. After the battle begins, the words Gundam Chimaris will be visible inside. Next, let's review the information about the Urdr-Hunt Guy's master. Cal-re and his supporters act according to their master's orders and assist Urdr-Hunt participants. Their master's name is N. Only the name N was known until now, when further details were revealed. And Maki is the first letter of Nemoback cousin's name. If N and Nemo are the same person, our previous impressions will change greatly. Nemo took a non-cooperative stance toward Maki, who had obtained the Gundam Cal-re-A. At first, this seems like a passive attitude, but it's possible that he was secretly trying to obtain the Gundam Marchosias without Maki's knowledge. Another interesting character is Urdr-Hunt. Who is he really? If the theory that Gundam Hajiroboshi is actually Gundam Marchosias is correct, then why was Marchosias entrusted to Urdr-Hunt? Hajiroboshi may be an alias, and Marchosias may be its true name. In that case, another question arises: is Urdr-Hunt his real name? Lastly, let's examine the promotional artwork for Urdr-Hunt. Focus on the Gundam reflected in what looks like water or ice. At first glance, it resembles Gundam Marchosias. However, the design differs in certain details. Marchosias has a black groove on its face. The Gundam in the reflection does not have one. There is also a red painted area on the torso, whereas that same area is white on Marchosias. Did the staff forget to draw the black lines or paint the colors incorrectly? This artwork is an important promotional piece, so it's unlikely that they overlooked such a simple mistake. Please remember that this part contains my own speculation. It's possible that I'm overthinking it. What do you think Hajiroboshi's true identity is? What role will Urdr-Hunt and Marchosias ultimately play? There are still many fascinating mysteries left to uncover in Urdr-Hunt. Besides the cloak, the metal robot spirit Marchosias comes with a variety of accessories. The knuckle guards can be transformed into claws. There is a railgun on its waist. There is also a large front weapon called the Bastard Mace. Inside the Bastard Mace, a large katana is stored. The toy also features sabangs that deploy from the body and 4 short knives. When a Gundam frame fights at full power, it emits a red light. It has a noble, knight-like form and a violent, devil-like appearance. The fact that it embodies 2 completely opposite images is really exciting. The metal robot Spirit's Gundam Marchosias is priced at about $195. Please note that the price may vary depending on exchange rates. Pre-orders begin in Japan on November 4. Shipping is scheduled for May 2026. Release schedules may vary depending on your country or region. Thank you for watching until the end. See you in the next episode.